I'm cured of COVID. Now I'm immune for life. This is what US President Donald Trump said in an interview on Fox. He went on to tweet that out as well. Twitter, however, added a warning label to his tweet and said that his tweet violated Twitter rules about spreading misleading and potentially harmful information about COVID-19. To understand why this could be misleading, we did a fact check on coronavirus reinfections. The first instance of coronavirus reinfection was found in Hong Kong when a 33-year-old man was found positive in August after having tested positive in March. This time, however, his symptoms were less severe. On 12th October, Lancet reported the first confirmed case of coronavirus reinfection in the US. A 25-year-old man from Nevada tested positive again in June after having tested positive in April. According to the report, the second bout with the virus was more severe. In both these cases, reinfection was established after the genomes of the patient's virus samples were sequenced and it was found that they were infected with two different types of coronavirus. Later, the ICMR also said that they were looking into 3 cases of coronavirus reinfections in Mumbai and Ahmedabad. There have been a few other reinfection cases around the world. We might still be exposed to the virus even after being cured once. Our bodies become inhospitable to the virus because of the antibodies that we develop from the previous infection. However, for some reason, if the antibodies aren't enough to kill the virus, we run the risk of getting reinfected. Protection after an infection is provided by 3 things: antibodies, B cells, and T cells. Antibodies help removing the virus from the bodily fluids. The B cells in turn help create those antibodies that will fight the virus once it reactivates in the body. The T cells, also known as killer T cells, find and destroy the virus once it's entered the cells of the human body. Scientists believe the stronger the infection, the longer the immunity will last. But we must remember that the antibodies produced because of coronavirus disappear with time. India's Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has said that some reported reinfections might have been misclassified. According to Dr. Harshvardhan, the clinical diagnosis of coronavirus is mainly on RT-PCR, which also detects dead virus that's shed from prolonging of varying period of time. The dead virus is sometimes sequestered in various organs and is intermittently shed for several weeks or even months after recovery. However, such a patient is considered as recovered and non-infectious. According to the ICMR, reinfection can be confirmed only if the second infection happens 100 days after the first infection, because that is the presumed lifetime of antibodies till now. How is this new information going to impact vaccines? We reached out to Dr. John, a virologist, who told us that these cases were extremely rare and would not have an impact on the vaccines. The Lancet report also suggests that although the second infection in the US had a different viral genome sequence, one vaccine would be sufficient to provide protection against all circulating variants. Vaccination can give longer-lasting immune responses, the report said. The Lancet report said that while we have identified some reinfections because of the symptoms, we might be missing some asymptomatic reinfections. Does that mean they are carriers now? The answer to that is not very simple. Several studies have found that pre-symptomatic or asymptomatic patients have been contagious. But scientists are still studying the contagious nature of reinfections. As the Lancet report establishes, recovered or not, we have to take the same amount of precautions against COVID as before and always wear a mask. If there's any such photo, video or information you'd like to get verified, WhatsApp it to us at 964-365-1818 or email it to us at webcoof@thequint.com. Until then, like, share and subscribe to the Quint Fit, and don't be a webcoof.